G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Flash Like Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the new Wurkkos TS10 SG. Tiny little light there. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so first impressions in the hand. I mean, look at the size of that. It is smaller than all my fingers, maybe except for my pinky finger. So very small. We'll go to the table in a sec to see exactly how small, but well under 10 centimeters. It's a bit of a powerhouse, though, I must say. This thing is very, very, very powerful. It's got a total internal, so it's going to give you, in fact, if I just show you there, so it's going to give you a hotspot and peripheral light as opposed to a hotspot and crisp spill that a reflector beam would give, for example. I really like total internals. They do give a really nice amount of light coming out of them and a great amount of peripheral light as well that surround the hotspot. So total internal for me, a very, very good utility-based reflection or optic. It's got a two-way pocket clip. It's got a very flat tail clicky. The tail clicky is not a forward clicky, so you can't momentary, but you can press and hold, and then it will either cycle or ramp. So I've currently got it on ramping, but if you triple click 1, 2, 3, then it's going to swap to cycling like that. So it's a very, very cool. As you can see, you got the auxiliary lights that come on each time you turn the light off as well, which is cool. The driver is a very programmable driver. I like to keep it simple, just with ramping or stepping. But you can do a lot of things with the driver, as I'll show you, and you can pause with on the user manual. But apart from that, guys, it's going to work very well in pocket organizers, very well in bags and things like that. It does take a 14500 battery, so again, nice compact pocketable light, throws a long way, which we'll see in the night shots shortly. But let's head over to the table now, and then we'll do night shots after that. Alrighty, so on the box, it'll tell you the emitter SFT 25R 6 to 6000K TS10 SG and the color black. Inside the box is just going to come the bare essentials, which are the user manual. So in that user manual, let's see where all the good stuff is. So in the user manual here, so down here, so there are the modes with the lumens and 1 meter 1 meter impact resistance and IP68 water resistance. And there are the specifications there if you want to pause it and have a look at all that. And then that is the advanced settings for this driver. Okay, you'll also get a lanyard. You will get 2 spare O-rings as well, which is always nice. You'll get a nice pocket clip. So this pocket clip snaps on like that and is very smooth to pocket. I pocketed this the other night, and it's firm but smooth to pocket, and it is a double-sided clip, meaning that you can notch it onto your hat. And with such a small, lightweight light, notching this onto your hat is awesome. Also, it has a double-ended USB-C charging cable, so you need one of the adapters that takes USB-C, not the standard USB. Now, you can undo this by the head, which will then expose the driver there, if we just want to have a look at that. And then your button top 14500 900 milliamp hour lithium battery with a charging port in it goes in button top towards the head. Close it up, and before we do anything, we're going to weigh it. So that means that blue is going to come on, just saying that the light's on. So now, I mean, the light's, like, the battery's working. So now we've got 54.92 grams, which is very, very cool for such a little compact light. 14500, I don't think it gets smaller than this. The height of it is less than 7.5 centimeters. Wow, brilliant. Okay, so taking a closer look at this light, it's pretty simple, guys. It's a nice, simple design. Flat tail clicky. If I press and hold from off, it comes on in the lowest output, and then I need to press and hold and it's going to cycle. And as soon as it gets to the highest, it's going to stop. So I let go. If I double click, it gets the turbo. If I triple click, it now changes from stepping to dimming. So see that? So I actually really like the dim. So dimming is basically just going to allow you to stop anywhere in between the steps, where stepping is obviously specific steps. Now, what's that beam profile? So the beam profile, I think, coming out of this is very useful. It's got a very clear hotspot, of course. It's got a nice amount of spill area, but not like a clear cutoff spill. And why is that? Because we're dealing with a total internal. So we're not dealing with a reflector, we're dealing with a total internal here. So the benefit of that is when you see at nighttime, you're going to get heaps of light spreading out into the centralized hotspot, but you're also going to get a lot of peripheral light, which is why total internals, in my opinion, are really, really beneficial. So, and then there are the colors which you can change and do all sorts of auxiliary colors and things like that, which I'm not going to get into. One of the coolest things about this light is the smooth body here. So as you can see, the pocket clip does actually hit the head there so there is a bit of friction going in and out of the pocket, but after it passes that bit there, it's very smooth pocketing. And again, it does go, your pants, it's meant to go all the way up to here, but there is this little notch. Where's a pen? There is this little notch on the clip, that little bit there, that little bit right there, which does tend to get caught onto your pants. So that it would be good if that wasn't there, because then it would be a nice smooth pocketing experience all the way up to the top. But in terms of the design, again, we'll just zoom in. The design's really nice. It is a very small, very compact light, very basic design, doesn't need too much. Now, turning it on and turning it on to turbo, let's see if it gets unbearably hot to hold in the hand. I'm assuming it is going to, because the lumen output, as we saw on the manual, gets very, very high. I am currently, I don't want to say struggling, but it is getting quite hot. I'm not there yet where I need to move my hand off it, but it is getting quite hot in the head. Borderline, I want to let go, and yeah, about now I want to let go. So just going to turn that off. All right, so let's go off to the night shots, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts and where to buy. See you in a sec. All right, the Wurkkos. So that's just, switch it on, comes on a lowish mode because I memorized it to that for around the house. Check this out, guys. 1, 2, boom. That is coming out of a light smaller than my pinky finger. Let's see how long before it steps down. Bloody nice hotspot. Actually, I'll hold it here, see if we can notice a step down. Oh, that's got some good throw. The head is not getting too hot. Maybe there won't be a step down. Been on turbo now for almost a solid minute. Very cool. Not bad. Not bad. Nice thick hotspot with peripheral light, which you'll get from a total internal reflection, which I love. They are my favorite style of optic, total internals. Now it's starting to get a bit hot, but it's not too bad. Sorry about those sirens. Did it step down? Don't know. Still looks pretty damn bright. But oh yeah, it's starting to get quite hot now though. All right, well, there it is in all its glory. Didn't seem to step down. That's phenomenal. Well done. All right, so final thoughts and conclusion. Look, I don't have any cons about this light. Yeah, it gets hot on turbo, but it's. I mean, you'd be silly to think it's not going to do that. For such a small compact light, it really does pack a punch, and it can be a backup or a primary light. So it's got decent amount of runtime, heaps of lumens. If you use it at about 50, in between 50 and 70%, you're going to maximize lumens for runtime. If you go to 100%, obviously your runtime's going to be sacrificed for that. But in terms of an EDC, great little EDC light. You know, tail stands, dual pocket clip. In fact, I'll stick it on the hat now. See how easy and quick it can get stuck on the hat. There we go. So very, 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 once you idiot proof it like I just did, very cool to be able to use it as a hands-free head torch as well if you want to stick it onto your hat. So, and that only takes a moment. So great light. I'll link it down below if you're interested in it. They're quite cheap as well. Head on over, click the link. If you're not interested in it, please don't click the link. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.